It's not protecting you from disappointment. It's stopping you from having everything that you want. It is what's in your way. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, I'm Kim. This is Core Union. Just wanted to bring something to your attention because I just want you all to really understand how powerful that you actually are. We all are equally as powerful. We all are already master manifestors. We've been manifesting our entire lives up until this point, right? The things that you are experiencing in your life are all manifestations. They're all reflections of your conscious and unconscious thoughts and your belief system. Also, how you see other people in relationship to you. How do you view others as seeing you? When you walk in a store, when you approach somebody at work, when you talk to your boss or your employees or your family members, your friends, your lover, your partner, your spouse. All of these things make up your self-concept, so there are layers to it. It doesn't mean that you have to be super complex and complicated about this, but it means that you just understand the inner workings of this, that when you experience different things in your life, those experiences are just showing back what you believe about yourself, how others are in relationship to you, how particular people are, how particular groups of people are, how different types of relationships are, and so on. So you can continue to zoom out and just get more general and broad with your beliefs, and then you can zero in and get more kind of granular and detailed about how you actually see specific people. What do we do now? When we start to become aware of this and we're changing our thoughts, we're doing all of these different techniques and these methods. You can be every day really disciplined, and you can wake up, say your affirmation, you go out into the world, and everything that you see you perceive as, yep, I knew it, this isn't working. So you're not trusting how powerful you actually are, or you're not trusting that all of this in itself is true. You don't trust the process. I do have to challenge you a little bit because that's my purpose, because if you don't start to see the truth, you're not gonna be able to shift your awareness and just make a couple maybe slight subtle changes in what you do day to day, which could make a world of difference, and you might start seeing the results, and that's usually what happens. Okay. One of the things that I used to do when I was first learning about all of this, and I was doing all of these experiments myself, and I was reverse engineering everything, I was just letting something, my higher self, guide me, right? And that's where I want you guys to get, is that you are, you have your sovereignty. You don't take your cues from anything outside of you, that you trust in your inner being. You tap into source, you tap into God, universe, source, and you surrender to it. And you trust that the feelings that are being given to you, which are your kind of guidance system, you trust that they are true. And you know that you're more than just this physical being, you're more than just this personality. If you've been doing a lot of the inner work, the affirmations and stuff, but you've been doing it kind of half in, half out, and you aren't completely surrendering to this entire thing, which means trust. It means belief. It means having faith in the unseen. It is unwavering faith. It's not doing your affirmations and then looking to see if your affirmations are working. It's knowing that your affirmations did work. It's setting the intentions before you go into your breathing. It's setting the intentions before you do your affirmations, that you know that you are a powerful creator in your life, or technically a selector, on a quantum level. You've set the intention that you know that it is working, and that you know that you've done everything you need to do. You've lived in the end of feeling whatever it is that you want to experience, whatever it is that you are consciously creating, deliberately manifesting. your desired end. You've already lived from it. You've already felt it. And that feeling in itself is it. And you'll see it in your reality when you stop insistently worrying about when you'll see it and how is it going to happen. And I don't understand this. And how could this possibly be true? This seems impossible, or this seems too good to be true. Like all of those things are just your ego trying to protect you from having high expectations to then be let down, right? But it doesn't make any sense because it's not protecting you from disappointment. It's stopping you from having everything that you want. It is what's in your way. All of the worries and the doubts in everything is what is keeping you from having the love that you deserve. Well, then what am I supposed, so then you ask, well, then what am I supposed to do? Trust, surrender, give yourself over, hand it over to universe, God, source, knowing and trusting and knowing and having faith that it is handled. However you believe, whether it's, there's so many different belief systems, right? And that doesn't really matter. Whatever that presence is, that divine intelligence, that unconditional love, whatever your source is, whatever your creator is, if that creator somehow in a way that you could interpret came to you and told you, hey, I am handling everything, but you keep meddling with this and you're not trusting me. And when you do that, I just continually to hand it back to you. Okay, you're in control of it. Go ahead, you figure it out. And it just keeps saying to you, could you please trust me and just continue to listen to what I'm telling you? Because I want this to unfold and I've chosen you. I want you to create this in the 3D experience so I can unfold through you. I want this to be created and I want it to be through you. You're my channel. This person is your divine counterpart. This person is your other half. And I want the two of you guys together. For whatever reason, you've been on this journey and you've been learning. And so now you're learning that there's might just be a couple things for you to just shift into or shift out of, right? And one of those things is being to trust in the unseen completely. And instead of looking for evidence constantly whether what you're doing is actually working or not, take yourself off of that hamster wheel. And instead, like when you're tempted to check their social media to see if you can see any evidence of the 3D changing, stop that completely, okay? And instead, what you could do in those moments is go into your imagination and imagine that you guys are connected on social media and that they're posting pictures of the two of you together. And they're bragging to everybody in their life to how grateful they are that they have you and how happy you guys are. And maybe imagine that you guys are going out on a trip and you are both posting on social media and everybody is liking it like crazy. And everybody's like, oh my God, you guys give me hope. You guys are such a beautiful couple. I love you guys. And the next time you want to check your phone to see if they've called yet or if they've texted, because you went into your imaginal act and it feels so real and it feels so good. So then you're like, so did it happen yet? Don't go checking. Instead, go into your imagination and imagine that you guys just got off the phone and you guys has had such a lovely conversation. You guys are just so ridiculously sickening together of how much you love each other. You told each other about 1,000,000 times, I love you, no, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. It's sickening. Always go into your imagination. Let everything work itself out because it is. God is handling everything. God wants the two of you guys together. What you guys have is rare. They know it too. You mean as much to them as they mean to you. They're your mirror soul, okay? Just decide that you Know that this is true, that you trust the process. And when things aren't showing up and you are noticing that they're not showing up, because I get it, you're human, all you need to do is say, or if something shows up that you don't like, that hurts, like, you get the opposite of it. This is anything in life, by the way. This is not just if you're manifesting a specific person. This can be with money. This can be with health. If you get the opposite back, you literally can just say, I know this isn't my end. This is just the middle. This is just my middle, and that's all it is. Go back into your imagination, okay? Because that is what's creating. And it will unfold, but you have to let it unfold. Okay, comment down below. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Nothing can come between us.